You won't believe what these anti-American pro-Palestinian protesters did at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. They took down the American flag and replaced it with the Palestinian one. But that's not the end of the story. A group of brave fraternity brothers stepped in to defend Old Glory in an intense showdown. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. So leave it to the woke radicals to pull another anti-American stunt. This time, a bunch of pro-Palestinian protesters at the University of North Carolina decided it would be a great idea to take down the American flag and raise the Palestinian flag instead. Talk about disrespect for the flag, the university, and America. But thankfully, there were some real patriots on campus that day. When the chancellor tried to re-raise Old Glory, the protesters erupted into chaos, throwing bottles, rocks, you name it. These geniuses were actually trying to prevent the American flag from flying on American soil. Now, here's where the story gets good. A group of fraternity brothers saw what was going on and absolutely lost it. They rushed over and grabbed the American flag, holding it up proudly so that it wouldn't touch the ground. While the ingrates hurled insults and objects at them, these young men stood their ground for over an hour, defending the Stars and Stripes. Can you imagine college kids having to protect the American flag from being desecrated by their own radical classmates? It's a disgrace, but also pretty inspirational to see that there are still some level-headed young people who respect this country. And here's what spontaneously erupted when they got the Stars and Stripes back to where it belongs.
Was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart.
Do you see the police officers? They're surrounding the flagpole because they were stopping the pro-Palestinian Hamas supporters from ripping down the flag again. And that's when bottles and rocks and all kinds of crap started being thrown at them. Guys, this is exactly what happens when you stand up to punks. These pro-Palestinian Hamas supporters are whiny little brat punks. Here's a scene where the police rushed into the flagpole, got the Palestinian flag down, were preparing to put the American flag back up, when the Palestinian protesters lost their minds. Watch the chaos. Look at the line of cops that are protecting people who are trying to protect the American flag. Watch the viciousness of these people, the Palestinians. See the flag? Look at them screaming at cops. Guys, they are screaming at police officers because they want to replace the American flag with the Palestinian flag. Now, I knew it was bad on college campuses, but I didn't know it got this bad. Guys, this is how they go absolutely bananas when you stand up to them. And you want to know something? Now that they've been stood up to, I guarantee they're not going to try this again. Or they will escalate it the next time with better weapons to throw. The protesters tried to play the victim, of course, claiming that the university should provide them with food and water for their little insurrection attempt. Yeah, good luck with that one. Even the media wasn't buying their entitled nonsense. Give a listen to their spokesidiot, but pay special attention to how the reporter communicates with her. It is priceless.
Why should the university be obligated to provide food to people who've taken over a building?
He just asked, why should the university be obligated to bring food and water to you people?
Well, first of all, we're saying that they're obligated to provide food to students who pay for a meal plan here.
But you mentioned that there was a request that food and water be brought in, unless I misunderstood.
To allow it to be brought in. I mean, well, I guess it's ultimately a question of what kind of community and obligation Columbia feels it has to its students.
Do you hear this crap? This is bullshit. Well, I think that the students that paid for it, and the students that paid for it, they got to go get it themselves. They don't make home. There's no such thing as university DoorDash, guys. You go to the cafeteria and you get your food and your drink. They expect them to bring it out here to them while they're doing their little insurrection.
Do you want students to die of dehydration and starvation or get...
Do you see how these a-holes do this? It's the university's fault. It's this reporter's fault that they may die of starvation and dehydration. Are you kidding me? Cut me a break.
Severely ill, even if they disagree with you. If the answer is no, then you should allow basic...
Now, here you go. This is the best. Listen to this reporter.
Campus, but this is like basic humanitarian aid we're asking for. Like, could people please have a glass of water?
Humanitarian aid? He's going to a $70,000 a year university. He is a doctoral student. She's really oppressed, isn't she? She sounds like a dumb 18-year-old who thinks that the world owes her something. Can you imagine that she thought that the university should bring them food and water while they desecrate the school?
They did put themselves in that very deliberately in that situation and in that position. So
He just said to her, but they did put themselves in there deliberately in that situation. Now watch how she turns it all around. Watch how she tries to weasel her way out of saying she believes the university should bring food and water.
it seems like you're sort of saying, we want to be revolutionaries, we want to take over this building, now would you please bring us food?
See that? He said, it seems to me like you're saying, we want to be revolutionaries, we want to take over this building, now will you please bring us some food and drink? Watch.
Water.
Nobody's asking them to bring anything. We're asking them to
She
not
just
violently stop us from bringing in...
You hear that? Non-violently, like the university's going to be violent with them. They're always playing the victim.
basic humanitarian aid.
They're stopping the delivery of food.
We are looking for a commitment from
He said there is nobody stopping them from bringing food.
them that they will not stop it
But
violently.
they haven't stopped it.
Said, but we haven't stopped it.
I don't know to what extent it has been attempted, but we're looking for a commitment.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe this knucklehead? She got played by the press because they called her on it. Guys, the press should learn from these reporters because it is a much more interesting story when you just speak common sense. When you ask common sense questions like that, it's a much better story than just sucking up to the leftists, which is what most of the mainstream media always does. They could learn from these guys. At the end of the day, those fraternity brothers are the real heroes here. They showed more backbone and patriotism in that moment than all those pampered little protesters combined. Let's hear it for those students who remembered what the American flag actually stands for. All right, guys, smash that like button if you think those protesters should be expelled for their disgusting behavior. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share these videos with like-minded friends who want to stay informed with what's really going on. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Too many secrets, too many closed doors, missing to cover ups. We're sick of the call.